Harborfest of Beverly. The name of our band is Music Street. We've been playing this Harborfest for quite a while, and we're really thankful to be here and hope that all of you have a wonderful time today.
I will too, George.
And we're here on a beautiful summer day at Harborfest, and I have with me Paul Earle. Paul.
Hi, everybody.
And Paul, this is what edition of the Harborfest is this?
This is number 6.
And you are the executive director of the Beverly Harbor Management Authority,
Yeah.
and you've been involved in every one of these so far.
We started it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think the attendance has really, I remember you and I, the first one, we were scrambling around here trying to get a couple of exhibits going and some tables on some card tables, but it's gone a long way since then. So tell us a little bit about how this, what happens here and what goes on at Harborfest.
Well, it's a day for everybody to come down and enjoy the harbor. A lot of people that live in Beverly and have for a long time oftentimes don't even come down here. And they remember the old McDonald's, but they don't remember anything since then. And so it's we always order good weather. We've gotten good weather every year, which is really lucky. And we have different food vendors each year, pizza, lobster, etc. And live music, which you can hear in the background. And a lot of activities, mostly for kids, including trying out a paddleboard in the water and face painting and crafts and a magician and, you know, things like that. So the whole idea is to promote the waterfront for Beverly and to have fun.
Yep. And I know you have the Sea Shuttle Endeavor. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, they're here. They're out of Salem, and they're down on the transit dock. And they'll be taking a cruise. People who want to go out after this is over at 6, they'll be going for an hour and a half, 2-hour cruise on the harbors. Beautiful night for it.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know what they do economically, but I think they offer a discount to folks that are here.
Fantastic, yeah. And the mayor will be down here in a little bit, I understand.
I believe so. The mayor comes down, and the mayor and myself we run a free raffle.
Free raffle, sure.
And we will give out 15 gifts to people, to the winners. So that'll be good, and we'll probably be doing that about halfway through.
Right.
Yep.
Well, Paul Earle, this is Harborfest 2016. Thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you very much.
I don't think it's funny. Oh, this one? All right. He says he found it. Shannon, what was your card? I want you to shout out what you have won for your birthday. A diamond ring.
And I'm here with a magician, and his name is?
Peter Jackson.
And Peter, how long have you been a magician?
What time is it now?
Yeah. You're a
About
comedian.
25 years.
And you're a comedian as well, right?
Occasionally.
Yeah. So you a lot of kids out here today, so you're doing special magic tricks for the kids?
Great crowd here today. They're having a great time. We're doing 3 or 4 shows in between all the other great things that are happening here.
Yeah. So have you been to Harborfest before, or is this your first time?
No. I think this is number 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And where's your home base?
Gloucester.
From Gloucester. Ah, fantastic. So can we do like a real quick trick here for our audience? You think there's between you and me? Can I pick a card and you guess or something? What can we do here real quick?
Step back here and I will show you the Amazing Lulu.
Amazing Lulu.
The Amazing Lulu.
Okay, so we have Amazing Lulu.
If you've ever seen David Copperfield, Lance Burton, Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
They do a fantastic trick.
Yeah.
The magician has this huge box and a beautiful lady assistant.
Yeah.
He puts the beautiful lady assistant in the box,
Yeah.
and then he takes sharp metal blades and he cuts her into 3 pieces.
Ouch.
That's a fantastic trick.
Yeah.
I don't do that trick.
No, you don't do that.
No, I have a small box.
Okay.
And I have some sharp metal blades. And I'd like to introduce you to my beautiful lady assistant. Please say hello to Lulu.
Lulu is.
Now, you can see that Lulu is on a diet. She has to stay slim and trim.
Yes.
So she can fit in the magic box.
Okay.
Lulu, are you ready to do the trick for the camera? No, I hate this trick. I'm never doing it again. She doesn't want to do it. You guys tell her to do it. Tell her, do the trick, do the trick. She's ready. Into the box goes Lulu. Lulu, are you comfortable in there? No, I hate this. Quiet. And now, for the sharp metal blades. You kids, don't try this at home. Wait till you go to school Monday. All right. The first cut goes right through Lulu's knees. Oh no! Oh! The next cut goes right through Lulu's neck. Oh no, not again! And now to prove, in fact, that Lulu has been cut into 3 pieces, we'll push her tummy aside. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the beautiful Lulu!
Yes.
But we should put her back together,
We
don't
should,
you think?
yes,
All
I
right.
think for
We'll
Lulu's
fix
sake.
her tummy. There we go, Lulu. How do you feel? Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh, well, her knees. There we go. All right. Now she's better. Oh, no, her neck. All right. Lulu, are you better? We need a magic word. Girls, do you know a magic word?
Abracadabra. What
Have
a
a
good magic word.
Abracadabra. Everyone help me now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Lulu, how are you? I'm all right. She says she's all right. By golly, she is. There she is. She's back together. She's in one piece. Let's hear it for the beautiful Lulu.
Well, that was certainly
thank you very
quite a
much.
magic trick. Thank you for chatting with
sir.
us. Yes, you drew quite a crowd there with Lulu. All right, very good. Thank you. And I have with me my good friend Bob Amiro. Bob, how are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Good. And we're here at Harbor Fest 2016. I know you've been here before.
This is our 3rd year here.
And
Great
I know,
event.
yes, and I know that I've run into you several times at the Coast Guard Safe Boating Day up in Gloucester.
Absolutely. You won't hold that against us, will you?
Not at all. So tell us. I know you have this paddle, this kayak here. So tell us about what the safe boating, safe kayaking is all about.
Well, you know, it's really interesting. Last year in our area, we had 34 fatalities.
Wow.
Out of the 34 fatalities, 17 of them were in paddlecraft.
Wow.
Out of the 17, 15 didn't have their life jacket on.
Oh my goodness.
But the scary part is they had it with them. Didn't have it on.
Yeah.
And that's the primary, that's what we do. Education, education, education.
Yeah.
You know, you swim, I tell everybody that, you know, the most important piece of equipment you can wear is your life jacket other than your swimsuit.
Yeah.
Swimsuit ain't gonna save your life, life jacket will.
Yeah. And so what other kinds of things can people do that kayak here in these waters around New England, around Beverly and Gloucester?
These waters are cold. You have to dress for the water.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be out there sleeveless, you know, no shirt on. The water, you have a 50% chance of swimming about 50 yards in 50-degree water.
Yeah.
That's scary stuff.
Yeah. So now people who are used to kayaking, for instance, on the Ipswich River and inland rivers, this kayaking along the ocean is a little bit different than that.
Yes, it is. You don't have the smoothness that the river has, especially the Ipswich. It's a little bit slow.
Yeah.
The real world, when you're out here, is a whole lot different.
Yeah. Now I know that sometimes when we were in Gloucester a couple of years ago at the Safe Boating Day, it was very foggy that day, and some days you could see, or some minutes you could see 100 yards across to the next pier,
Right.
and then it was completely fogged in. Now, if a kayaker is in that kind of situation, how do you keep your bearings? How do you know where you are or know how to get back
On my
to?
boat, I carry a GPS.
Okay.
So it gives me a bread trail out and a bread trail back.
Right, yeah.
You know, and in the area that we live in around here, fog comes in all the time.
Yeah.
You need to be aware of your surroundings.
Now, if you don't have a GPS like you're showing us here, what kind of tricks suppose that you're out paddling and all of a sudden you get totally fogged in? What do you do in a situation like
Stay
that?
put until it lifts.
Yeah.
You know,
So you shouldn't try to kind of just paddle.
and you know, one of the things that people don't understand is risk management.
Yeah.
If it's bad weather, why are you out there?
Yeah.
You know, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
You're dead for a long time.
Well, Bob Amiro from the U.S. U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, thank you very much for chatting with us.
It's always a pleasure.
Good to
talk
see you again.
guys.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
bye-bye.
now.
I am here with a couple of ladies from the Massachusetts Division of Fisheries. Is that correct?
Marine fisheries.
Marine Fisheries. And I have with me
Elaine Brewer.
and
Maren Olson.
what's your first name?
Maren.
Marin Olson. And ladies, are you employees of the Fisheries Department?
We are.
Okay. And so tell us what is the mission of the Massachusetts Fisheries Department?
We are to make all of the marine resources sustainable for people to utilize them. So we do all of the fish and shellfish, and we might be doing marine plants too.
So when you say you might do them, you make them available for shell fishermen to go out shell fishing, and you replace them, and you have artificial reefs or artificial beds. How does that work?
For the shellfish, we do. We work with the towns that have their own constables and their own regulations for harvesting shellfish, and we also help with propagating them. So we'll have them as tiny baby shellfish, and we'll plant them ourselves. And we're working with groups to create aquaculture for them as well.
Okay. And I noticed you had a map of the Beverly Harbor here today. What kind of activities that are related to the marine fisheries happen here in Beverly?
So a lot of what we do on here, they wanted to highlight the public access that we have,
Right.
because when you buy a saltwater fishing license, it's $10 and it goes into a dedicated fund, and it can only be spent on a few things. So one of those is strictly for public access. So the map here actually highlights some of the public access points that are there, and they're hoping to increase public access. The other is we do educational activities. So we have kids fishing clinics. We actually had one at Salem Willows a couple weeks ago. And then the other one is research towards recreational fisheries.
Fantastic. And now how many people are there in the Marine Fisheries Department?
Not that many. There's only about 104, 105 employees, and that's to manage all the resources. So that's recreational fisheries, that's commercial fisheries, that's protected resources, that's all the policy managers, the people who go to the ASMFC meetings, the council meetings, that do all the research. We get a lot of funding outside of the state just from grants that we obtain on our own, federal grants. So it's kind of all-encompassing. We do a lot with saltwater resources.
And are these folks all like in a central area, or do you kind of like, are you in different areas around the from north to south?
Sure, yeah, we have 3 main offices. Our policy office is in Boston, very close to the State House there, and then we have 2 main research facilities. So one of them is in Gloucester and the other one's in New Bedford. Yep, we do have a couple of other smaller facilities, but they aren't housed really at all.
Fantastic. Well, the nice ladies here talking to us from the Massachusetts Division of Marine Fisheries. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.